Have you ever felt it? That strange heaviness in the air? Like something huge is about to shift? As if the universe itself is holding its breath for just one moment longer? Maybe you've been waking up at night with no reason. Maybe you've been feeling lost, confused, overwhelmed by emotions you can't explain. That's not random. That's not your imagination. And it's definitely not a coincidence something massive is coming on August 10th, 2025, and deep down you already know it, your soul feels it, your body senses it. And no matter how much the world tries to distract you, you can't ignore the pull. Something is coming, and it's going to change everything. You know, when I was a little girl, I used to look up at the stars and wonder if they could see me too, and somewhere deep in my heart, I believed they could. I believed they were watching me, guiding me, whispering things I couldn't understand, but could always feel. And even now, all these years later, when the world feels cold and chaotic and noisy, I still feel that same whisper. Something is coming, and it's closer than you think. I know life has been heavy for so many of us lately, people pretending to be okay when they're breaking inside, carrying silent battles behind smiling faces. Maybe you're one of them. Maybe you've been praying for a sign, begging for a breakthrough, hoping that all your pain hasn't been for nothing. I'm here to tell you this is it. This is the moment, the shift, the turning point. The build-up to August 10th, 2025 is not random. It's not just another date on a calendar. It's the unraveling of everything that was never meant to stay. You see, sometimes the universe has to break us so it can rebuild us. Sometimes we have to lose ourselves to finally see who we were always meant to be. And for months, maybe even years, you felt like things were falling apart. But what if I told you they were actually falling into place? What if I told you that everything that didn't work out, every tear, every failure, every door that slammed in your face was all preparing you for this one moment? You weren't born to live a small life. You weren't born to just survive, get by, and disappear. You were born with fire, with purpose, with magic. You were born to rise. And the reason you feel everything so deeply is because you were never meant to be numb. The reason you've struggled so much is because your breakthrough is bigger than most. The reason you've been tested is because your story is going to lead others to their own awakening.
And maybe you don't see it yet. Maybe you're watching this and thinking nothing ever works out for me, nothing ever changes. But let me ask you this, what if it does? What if everything you ever dreamed of is on the other side of one more step? What if this date, August 10th, is the door you've been waiting for? What if the storm wasn't the end but the beginning? Close your eyes for a second and just breathe. Feel that electricity in your chest. That's not anxiety, that's power building up inside you. That's your soul remembering who it is. That's your higher self rising. And even if your mind doesn't understand it yet, your spirit does. It's been preparing you for this all along. You're not alone in this energy. Millions of people around the world are waking up feeling the same pull, the same urgency, the same strange calm before the change, and we're all connected in this shift. This isn't just about you, this is about all of us rising together, healing together, breaking free together. This is about remembering who we were before the world told us to be quiet, to shrink, to play small. On August 10th, something massive will unfold. It might not look the way you expect. It might not be loud or dramatic, but it will be undeniable. Something will click inside you, and you'll finally see why everything had to happen the way it did. You'll see why you were delayed, protected, redirected. You'll feel aligned, focused, unstoppable, and you'll know it wasn't luck, it was destiny. So whatever you do, don't give up now. Don't turn back. Don't let fear win. You've already made it through the hardest parts. You're still here, still breathing, still hoping, and that means your story isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning, because on the other side of pain is purpose. On the other side of fear is freedom. and on the other side of this video is the version of you you've always been searching for. So promise me this: when that day comes, when the sun rises on August 10th, take a deep breath and stand tall. Don't run from what's coming. Walk into it with your head high and your heart open. This is your time, your calling, your awakening. Something massive is coming. And when it does, you'll be ready, not because you had it all figured out, but because you never stopped believing. And when it's all said and done, when the dust settles and the world feels different, when you look back at who you were before this moment, you'll smile, not because it was easy, not because it was perfect, but because you finally understood it was all worth it. Every sleepless night, every doubt, every setback, every time you wanted to give up and didn't, because that's what brought you here, that's what shaped you into the warrior you've become. No one else will ever know what it took for you to keep going, but you do, and that's enough, because real strength is quiet, real growth is silent, and real change doesn't ask for permission. It just happens like a rising tide, like a sunrise on a day you'll never forget. August 10th, 2025 will not be just another day, it will be the moment your life split into before and after, the moment you rose, the moment you remembered who you really are, the moment everything finally made sense. So go ahead, breathe in all the power that's been waiting for you. Take the step, answer the call, step into the light, and don't look back. You are not who you were, you are who you were always meant to be, and this is just the beginning. Something massive is coming, and it's already inside you now. It's time to let the world feel it.